Hi there. In this video we'll be taking a look at the SENSEREO MSC-1, which is a smoke and carbon monoxide combined detector and alarm. We already have a separate video for the MS1, which is a smoke detector, but this also has carbon monoxide capabilities, detecting capabilities, and that's quite important because carbon monoxide is more or less like a silent killer. It makes you sleepy, so if something happens and you get carbon monoxide in your room over the night, for example, you just want to wake up, so not good at all. And this has the added bonus that it works via the thread network. That's a self-healing network extended by devices that speak this protocol, and it supports Matter, which makes it work with Apple Home, Google Home, SmartThings, and I think others. I think even IKEA app will be able to see this. I think it sees the MS1. So you can get notifications on your phone even when you are away, which is kind of really nice. So silence is golden until it's smoky. Yep. Let's get this out. I'm not sure if it has, no, it doesn't have any info, more of it on this. Here you have a bit of info, feel free to pause. And let's get inside the box. Many people skip on these things, especially, for example, in my country, in Romania. If they are not necessarily required by law for personal spaces, so not offices, people just don't use stuff like this. It can save your life. Took just a short break so I could cover the Matter pairing code, just so somebody out there doesn't get any ideas, although you need to be in the same room with this to connect to it, and also it needs to not already be connected to a Matter hub for that code to still work. So, but anyway, so yeah, this thing will save your life in case of smoke, which means fire, or carbon monoxide, which means maybe the fire went out and you are getting, or some carbon monoxide inside, or maybe your chimney is clogged, or yeah, there are many problems. Or maybe if you have a gas burning furnace, that one also can create carbon monoxide if it's not functioning properly, or there's any exhaust leak on it. So yeah, you better have something like this where you have some fuels being burned in a particular area. Anyway, so let's look at the back of it. It has an on-off button right here. We will not switch it at the moment. Not sure exactly what's here, so I think we will be reading the manual. Yeah, this is alarm will not activate within 120 minutes for 50 ppm. This is for the carbon monoxide alarm part, and these are different levels for different ppms, and it will activate in certain amount of time, because yes, you can have a certain level, it's not great, but neither will it affect you in any true meaningful way. But above a certain level, yeah, you need to get out of there, and this will alarm you in 30 minutes, as you can see here. 30, Jesus, that would be way too less. In 3 minutes, as you can see there. So yeah, let's take a quick look at the manual, and then maybe we just need to click that and it powers on, and we install this on the wall, connect it to our Matter hub, and it's already working. Let's see. Let's dig deeper. We find the screws that we will be putting into the wall and our manual. So we have the Matter code, as you can see right there, that we covered. On off switch, yep. CO2 level LCD, CO2, not CO2, CO. And this will not be lit unless it actually detects something. So it will preserve battery by staying off. I know that much about carbon monoxide detectors already. Oh, this whole ring is a LED and it will light up when there's an alarm. Nice. Cool. And we have a button right here. Presumably that's also, yeah, test and hush. So if it's buzzing, you can hush it, and you can also test it from time to time. Feel free to pause at any moment. So this is how you power it on, exactly from that switch as I expected. Add the device by scanning that, and to enter pairing mode we follow these steps. So press and hold. After 3 beeps you release it, and the LED should be flashing green, and then it's in pairing mode. Installation guidelines. Yes, you should avoid showers, for example. High humidity will trigger the smoke part of it, smoke detecting part. Turbulent air fans, yeah, because they could remove the CO from that area, or they could draw smoke, so it could affect both parts of this. Between sleeping areas and potential fire sources, yep, that makes sense. Tiny insects might affect performance. Yes, they could get in there. In the kitchen you might have a problem, in dusty or dirty areas. Okay. This is how to install it. The operation. It has an automatic reset. Resolve normal monitoring status after that. Testing and maintenance. How to replace the battery. So we have the CR123A 3V battery in that compartment that I saw before. What the LED tells us. Troubleshooting. And technical spec and warranty. Let's power this thing on and connect it. So let's see. Was that it? Not really sure. Ah, yeah, it's on. I had the impression I need to push this more, but no, it's on. And this is the ppm going down as it's doing the reading. It displays also the battery, and it also has a backlight for when it detects something. But again, I suspect the display will shut off when in normal operation. So now it's already green. Will my Matter hub directly see it, or I do need to press this until it beeps three times? Let me check. When it reached 0, backlight turned off. Maybe this one actually remains on and only backlight is off all the time. That would be interesting. And here we are in Google. Let's give it a plus. Device. Scan QR code and get back to you after I scan it. Okay, scanned the code, and now we are connecting this thing. And we got device connected. and green light has went away. Okay, do we have a living room here somewhere? Yeah, we do have one. Unique name. Where do I create living room device? No. Smoke and oh, okay. Okay, and it saw it right here. Everything is okay. I will press the test button, so be warned of loud beeping. So that was a quick connection between them. Everything is okay. So test successful. Next thing, put it on the wall, because that's about what you need to do at this point. It's connected to Matter and it's working. Something that I know from the MS-1, that one, when connected to the base, activates its turning on switch. This one seems to be the same. I saw these prongs into 3 locations that coincide more or less with this switch. You potentially could put it into 3 orientations. So I turned it off just to make sure that I don't break the switch when actually rotating this, and I think it will turn on by itself. It will get actuated by these things when I install it on the wall. Not sure if that's correct, but I think it is. And did the trial, and yes, I was right, it turns it on when you rotate it. Now when putting it on the wall, I want to have it like this. It's a pity the holes are not perfectly aligned, so that means that you need to drill your holes on the wall at an angle to the horizontal, in case you don't want to have it in weird orientations, and I don't want, I want it perfectly level. Realize another thing, if this is perfectly up top and these two are level, this thing is perfectly straight, the display, after I install it. So yeah, you can do it like that much easier. Now I have my holes marked. I'm just going to drill them and put in the plugs. This is on the wall perfectly. Now make sure you align the clips that need to clip in. It's at an angle, and now you simply rotate it and it will power on and do the self-calibration, or doesn't it need to do, it's doing it now, and then it will go to 0, shut off the backlight of the display, so the backlight is on only during calibration and in case of an alarm, but otherwise it will not consume power. And it's on and it's perfectly straight. Let's do a final quick test. Yep, that's loud, and yeah, thank you again for sending this unit in. Hopefully we will never hear it sound or get an alarm on the phone, but in case we get one, it probably saved somebody's life, or at least a lot of money in things that can be still saved. So yeah, that's about it for the video. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Check out my other videos, and as always, see you in the next one. Bye.